Hi there. How you doing today? So today we are cleaning up an engine, getting it ready to paint. This is for the Polaris 800 Liberty motor. Um, if you decide to do this stuff, this cleaning of it inside of your kitchen, like you see me, make sure you work something out with your girl. I had to, I had to fill her jar, and you guys do whatever you need to do. But we're not making a big mess. We got our pan underneath here. Catch all the debris. We are pretty using some pretty harsh chemicals. We got the engine degreaser. And of course the honer. To hone those cylinder heads, you want to do that anytime you take them out. Obviously we're rebuilding the whole thing. And then you got your tools, your brushes, whatnot. We got this little nylon 80 grit pad. Do a little softer work. I don't think that you have to be so worried about getting nicks and scratches in the surfaces on these two strokes. I don't know. This is the first one I've ever worked on, so used to car engines where you gotta get everything machined, but apparently not. Apparently here you don't. All right, so we got our mess here. We're getting towards the end. Save the parts that are less important for the end. For various reasons. Got the WD-40 rust prevention for the cylinder heads. So over here we got the case and the jugs. And you want to make sure you're getting all these nooks and crannies all over the place. That's why I got all the various size brushes and stuff. But I don't want to touch it too much here. But she's nice and clean. There's the top half of the case. And then there's the jugs. And then of course I put the WD-40, wipe down a layer in the cylinder walls to protect myself from any kind of moisture in the following days that so you get all that glaze off of there. Make sure you get the glaze off. I know that much from car building. But yeah, just get in everywhere. Get your little air tool here. Make sure you don't get water spots. You don't want water spots. Maybe a little can of air for when she really starts bitching. And then, of course, you don't want a beverage. Keep you hydrated or inebriated, whichever way you need to go. Just don't forget what you're doing. This is how I do stuff. This is all of the parts, all the little tiny parts and nuts and bolts and all that. I plan on ending up with a couple extra. That's how it is with a car. As far as I know, that means you did a good job. So, anyways, I'm going to carry on and finish this cleaning. You don't want to watch that part. It's pretty tedious already. I've been at it for 2 hours. That's probably the speed. It'll probably take you about 3 hours to clean these parts. Get them all nice and shiny, ready to go. All right. Alright, so I got all the parts cleaned. I'm gonna pack it up for the night. You know, still got some stuff to clean up. This is all the mess from the. Wasn't too bad. This is all I got on the counter, and that's, that's nothing right there. That's nothing. Girl ain't bitching. Anyways, got a couple of the parts soaking up. I want to check delamination on the intakes, boots there, and so I got everything cleaned up and ready to go. And next step is we're gonna paint these guys. Check out my long ass crank. Sorry, the stove's dirty. I didn't want to clean before I got all this stuff. But here's the crank that I'm putting in her. Top of the line rebuild. Got the wide PTO bearing, and this guy's a monster right here. Shouldn't have any problems. All the other bearings, everything's running smoothly. So that's the crank there. Done by the guys at JJ's Machinery in Utah. Yeah, that's right. I be sending out. So, I gotta think of a paint scheme. I did a lot of research on the net about paints and whether I should actually paint the jugs or not. And I think I'm leaning towards. Just got to make sure we get a good quality paint job, prep job in there, which is the reason for all of this. Otherwise, I would have just took some degreaser and sprayed everything down and, been okay. But I went through and, detailed every single nook and cranny in here. And I'm going to paint her up. So that's what we'll be tackling tomorrow. Is more prep for paint, so we want it to stick. And we'll go from there. Alright, so we're back again, and just like magic, voila. Like it never happened, guys. It only took about 5 minutes after I got around to doing it. Had a couple beers, uploaded this video, and then decided to get off my ass before she got on my ass. Anyways, so got her all nice and cleaned up like it never happened. Very important note I wanted to make, which I didn't in the previous videos, is, air exhaust is always important in these situations. Especially keeps the woman off your back. As you see here, everything's squeaky clean. It's smelling nice in here. This is not the degreaser that I used. I did not use a water-based degreaser. Well, anything else? I don't think so. Got everything covered. Well, remember, Kirk out. And